there, Libra. This is a general reading for the week of March 28th through April 3rd, 2022. We're going to be looking at some of your stories that are coming to an end, stories that are going to have a new beginning, and some upcoming themes in that new story. On April 1st, there is a new moon in Aries, which for you, Libra, will be impacting the 7th house of relationships and partnerships. So this would include romantic partners, exes, business partners, partnerships like roommates even. So what we have in story of yours that is coming to an end, we have conch shell, homecoming, afterlife. So for the conch shell, it really is about journeys away from home, and then journeys connecting to people in the past, people at your home you grew up in, the home that you connect with as a home. In terms of new stories, you have adventure. Dare to do things differently. Manifest your travel dreams. Move to a new location. Okay, pretty direct. And in terms of themes, upcoming themes in that new beginning, you have grounding. Go deep. Explore your roots. Maybe your roots have to do with ancestors and homes. So let's take a look at this conch shell and why it's a story of yours coming to an end. King of Pentacles, Two of Swords, the Star. So for some of you, this seems to have to do with maybe a parent figure, someone who kind of wore the pants in the family, someone that made sure the bills were paid, on top of the finances, make sure that people were fed, and a sense of being at a crossroads because there was either a situation where this person left or passed away, and for others a sense of wanting more, even though you have a lot or grew up with a lot, a sense of wanting more. So let's kind of take a look at this concept of ending a little bit more. You have Queen of Swords, which is kind of you, Libra. Someone who is reasonable, looking at facts, trying to communicate honestly, a sense of independence. And you have Six of Pentacles. So it's kind of balancing wants and needs. So for those of you where it's like you had your needs met growing up, but you want more, then it would apply to that situation. And then for some people, those that may have be disconnected from someone who made sure all of the finances were taken care of. For some, it could be that you're really needing to pitch in now. And for others, it might be, it might have to do with their money. Other people's money. Maybe your partner's money. Maybe your partner is even kind of pitching in and helping you out. So let's see how this is coming to an end. You have 3 of Wands, which to me is a couple of things. It could be moving, which this adventure card literally says to move to a new location. And it could be just a sense of whatever it was that you were trying to accomplish. For those that want to accomplish more than what you've known, it's a sense of moving in that direction. So let's kind of see what the catalyst is for this move to a new story. You have the Knight of Pentacles. So kind of taking what you've learned and putting it into application for your future. So the Knight of Pentacles is also someone who is very concerned with long-term outcome, reputation, being reliable, being responsible, and is willing to put in the hard work and learn what is needed to be learned. Sometimes there's a little bit of lack of excitement, lack of spontaneity, but the Knight of Pentacles it's not that they're opposed to adventure or moving, but there needs to be a good reason for it. There has to be a logical, cost benefit analysis, kind of like Queen of Swords. It's got to be a reasonable approach there, but I think it's also that the Knight of Pentacles does what needs to be done. So for some people, if it is that you've lost someone, it's kind of stepping up and cleaning out the house, packing things up after someone's gone, after helping with the taxes, things like that. Being the trust administrator. So for you, your new story, Libra, is this adventure. So let's see how you can dare to do things differently. You've got the Knight of Wands. So some passion there. Ace of Pentacles. And then manifesting your dreams. Let's see if it has to do with travel. Who knows? And Page of Pentacles. So not quite travel yet. The Knight of Wands is willing to travel for adventure and is all about adventure and pursuing that. So it's as if for you, it's got to be a reasonable adventure. So with this Ace of Pentacles, Page of Pentacles, for some it will be a pursuit of a degree, maybe advanced degree. It might even be helping your partner get an advanced degree. And for others, it's about building your own business or working with your partner to build a business and learning about this new enterprise altogether. and really being invested in that. So let's see here. Let's see about the manifesting the travel dreams. You have Four of Pentacles. Let's see if there's really a move to a new location going on as well. You have Seven of Cups. So it kind of seems that there is still this sense that you're kind of carrying over with being very, very practical and definitely tightly holding on to your finances until you're sure on where exactly you need to invest those things. So that's, you know, being frugal, being selective. That's not bad when you're trying to save money. I'm not sure if it fits into the dare to do things differently, but maybe you will in your own way. So let's see here. How is this different than the way you've done things? You have Death, Rebirth. So even though the Death card really isn't, you know, majority of times it isn't about literal death. For some, it could be a loss of some sort, separation, divorce, and then for others it could be, you know, moving on after someone has passed away. So it is, I think it's slightly different in the sense that really you're taking care of yourself now, and it's what you're selecting is based on what you want from your heart, not necessarily you know, what you just need. It might include wants as well. So let's see here. But it might be a move. It doesn't really indicate a move. Or at least if it is, doesn't seem too dramatic. So in a sense, let's see, how is this like it is almost like with this card, I see homecoming and afterlife. So for some of you, I am kind of really seeing this as a moving on after someone that was, you know, key to your upbringing, key to your current survival, has kind of passed on. So let's see here. This theme, upcoming theme, is this grounding. Go deep, explore your roots. So let's see what going deep means for you, Libra. You have the Lover's card. You have the Devil's card. And what else we got? Eight of Pentacles. Okay. So going deep for you is about making decisions for the long-term future. It is about that commitment, that partnership, and who it is you will kind of build your future with. The Devil is there. It could be a couple of things. One is distracting yourself with this focus on like work, being a workaholic, to I don't know if it's intentionally distracting yourself, but when you don't have what you're looking for, sometimes, you know, human mind does things, and everyone likes to be right, especially Libras. I'm a Libra. I love to be right. Love to be right. But I'm open to the possibility of being wrong. That's where my humility kind of comes out. So people love to be right, and when things aren't going the way they plan, they like to fill in the gaps. that make them right. So if they're not meeting the person that they want, don't really want to go out and try, well, I'm busy working, I have to work. So they come up with excuses. So I see that as one of the potentials. And the other is kind of like there might be a need for grounding, a need to be connected with nature, a need to take time away, a need to take things slow, because there might be an instant gratification aspect that pops up every now and then. So let's see what the explore your roots. You have 4 of Swords. You have the 8 of Swords. You have the 6 of Swords. Those are like not the good swords, Libra. So it is a sense of you're going to, in this new adventure, you're going to need to schedule time for breaking from the hoopla of life, your ambitions, meditation, even power naps, making sure you're sleeping well. You're also going to need to check on how you talk about talk to yourself about your goals and where you are in getting there. And make sure, like, when you are not exactly where you want to be, and you're not exactly where you need to be, that there is some kind of downtime, compassion, getting kind of connected to something that makes you think of things in a positive way, without them being a substitution or a filler to try to make yourself right. So let's see what grounding kind of means for you, like that act of it, because that's kind of getting at the heart of like insecurities even. So you have the 3 of Swords. So yeah, it's almost like you're preparing for this heartbreak or disappointment, or like I said, for some people that there is some loss, there is some separation. Really, it's almost as if this whole process is gearing you up to really heal. And it's almost as if this conch shell homecoming afterlife bypassed this 3 of Swords story. It went from 2 of Swords of kind of like, well, what do you do now? And then straight into this Queen of Swords, where you just have to make decisions. You just have to, function, sign documents. So it does seem like this huge adventure is really for you to kind of circle back to your homecoming afterlife and really deal with that issue. So, and it's almost like you can't shortcut this. So kind of, let's see here. When you do this big adventure to go deep, explore those roots, and then come back to this, situation of the conch shell afterlife, homecoming. What's around that corner? You have Six of Wands. So I think this healing process, this adventure process is really happening simultaneously so that you can, it's almost as if it is going to, once that's Three of Swords is healed, be a huge victory. And it's almost like such an obstacle to have overcome, and that you've elevated yourself to a place where you're proud of what you've been able to accomplish, and you can be kind of like your own hero going forward. So seems like an intense week for you, Libra. I'm hoping this provides a helpful perspective of the week. To get a clearer view of things, be sure to take a look at your readings for your sun, moon, and rising signs, and we'll see you next time. Take care.